I'll keep the evening session relatively short for day 2. Once again, reminder, we're going on a free-to-play route. And we'll see how competitive we are with total focus. So, realm completion reward, we got something. We'll collect whatever we can. In the chat I can see they are recruiting, let me recruit as well. Recruitment messages help from time to time. We have quite a few team members, I'm impressed. Then what else can we do? We're claiming the evening energy. It's only 60 this time, but it's alright. And we have nothing else at the moment that we can claim, so all we'll do is ensure we maximize everything we can possibly gain. And then we'll call it a day and we'll continue tomorrow. A suboptimal timing here is that I should have started the recording at 2100. Now it's 2047. At 2100 we can continue purchasing these items. So that will help. First I'll continue with the main campaign. So now we have some energy, we're gonna go to the world and see if we can make progress here. 74 energy, that will take some time. So, seems like an easy battle. And by the way, this relaxes our skills as well, battling skills, because if we were fighting for every little edge, then we would know a lot more. The time will come, but during the first week it's enough if you just get used to the basics, right? And in the meantime maximize everything the game can potentially give us. And this is why we're dealing with this. By the way, if you don't want to add, don't want to invest so much energy into this, that's understandable after all. After all, I only do this because of the recording this time, right? So otherwise I would consider twice, consider 3 times whether I would go through the first week like this. Because it's a sizable time investment. So you can enjoy Era of Chaos as much as you want, also with like 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. And you can make good progress with that as well. It doesn't have to be multiple hours. It depends on what you want. In fact, I went on to reach top 10 in one of the servers because people will give up. Usually during the first week they are quite active, and then more and more people will slack off and be slower and slower. So then as long as you're consistent, you're gonna level up. And remember, progress equals happiness, right? So you're happy that your skills increase. And yes, life is unfair. What can we do about this? Some people, those are called whales, are gonna invest hundreds and hundreds of dollars on not on a weekly, maybe on a monthly basis, because their existence, their significance is wrapped around their progress, right? But in our case, it's not necessarily the situation. There have been unfair opponents also in like other games that you somehow defeated sooner or later. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal that there are some others who are unfairly too strong. You're not meant to battle with them. You can find your own way. And this is one guide that shows you how to do this. So I'm on autopilot mostly because I was just observing 27k strength. We have like more than 50k. There is not much to manage here other than just going through it. And you can enjoy the story, the cutscenes, the discussions, you can research what is going on, maybe you replay the old Heroes 3, if you remember, to see what the story was all about back then, what kind of different game we had, and this way you can have a lasting experience. This is an amazing game, by the way, in my opinion. So let's see the School of War. This doesn't require energy, but we need to get S rank to level up our heroes. So let's see. This is a sizable challenge, so maybe we only get A or B. We don't want to lose many units. We need to complete 3 stars, but even then the S rank is not guaranteed. During the first walkthrough I had a very tough time getting an S rank. And now we got... what did we get? We'll see. An S grade. Amazing. I thought it was only an A. I don't know the exact rules, but you know, what can you influence? You become as strong as possible. That's all. So let's see, 27k, not even worth thinking about it. And then as you complete the campaign, just realize that during the first week we complete approximately half of the total single player content. So if you think that that's enough, it's also an option to just spread it out. That's what I did back in the days. So here we're not worrying about losing units, and we're stronger. This is a strong opponent, by the way, good damage dealer. Okay. Collect the resource. Collect the marksman. And we march forward. So 6.10. Become a bit weaker this time, because the story hero is taking our place again with its quite pathetic stats. We are a lot stronger at the moment. Yeah, this is our opponent. Very good healer, by the way. We will find other ways to get to know the game better, by the way. A bit later. There are some very good experimental modes, like auto chess, and there is also a story-driven mode that is quite enjoyable. So then, level 30, or like 30 stars, and then moving forward. 6.11. Still quite easy, although the level is increasing, so sooner or later we will need to stop advancing in the campaign. Just this sooner or later may be a bit later, tomorrow maybe. You see, we're losing units now, so it's a different experience. You can lose a couple of units, that's not a problem. You just shouldn't lose the battle. Because if you don't get 3 stars, you still get the resources, so that's fine. Okay, let's see. We cannot do much at the moment. So moving forward. And sometimes there are these difficulty spikes, so it might happen that this one is a lot easier. Yeah, it's like only 34,000, and distribution wise it's geared towards defense, so I would expect a slower battle, but a relatively fast, relatively straightforward resolution. It wasn't that slow actually.
Follow me to victory!
Because these were weak defender units. Okay. I'm not sure if we'll complete this level 6. 38,000, it's getting increasingly difficult. It doesn't mean that we need to stop auto-casting.
Follow me to victory!
And there is also some random element in here. So randomness may make us lose a unit or two at times. Okay, we won again. I didn't plan doing much today, So there is a demon, Inferno King. This is gonna be a difficult battle, 42,000, but given that it's only an attacker and we have a wide variety of skills, it's fine. The only thing you shouldn't do is don't place any ranged units on the back, because the demon teleports to the back right away and attacks the ranged units. So I'll place my ranged units as far as possible. Maybe even the attacker, doesn't really matter. First, the demon should be entertained by a defender. You see, it's looking, and then you'll see the teleport. There you go. You see, it was a surprise. But it couldn't teleport to attack ranged units. That was the most important tactical step. And even though the demon was strong, we could defeat him quite easily. So on to the next one, and we have energy to finish 6.15 as well, and I think we also have the skill to finish it without any upgrades whatsoever. So 6.14 is on the line.
For a rapier.
Looks straightforward enough. And we have one more. I think this one is gonna be a story element. Oh, and by the way, look at the graphics on in the lava. Check out the lava. Do you see anything strange? If you see anything strange, click on it. Here it is. Treasure. This is part of the completion request. We only have 10. This is a request list, and we only have 10 units to complete before we get rewarded. So I think those 10 units are here. We need to battle these opponents. It looks like an even match based on skill, but actually it's not, because when you have just one type of unit and here you have a mixture of everything, then you're a lot better off.
Follow me to victory.
And okay, we lost 2 units, we can lose even more, it doesn't matter. Then we get... This time I'll go for this reward. I don't know if this makes sense or we need this one. I think we need both of the rewards for later completion. I'll go for this one rather, I'll change my mind. I'll do a balanced way of retrieving these rewards until I know that we're fine. We need 3000 scrolls for an upgrade, and we need these scrolls for the skill refreshers. And both of them count in the weekly mission and the mission for the paladin. Okay, let's see this unit. Is there a building behind you? No, there is no building anymore. It was supposed to be that other building on the bottom. So let's see, we reached 100% completion, we get the rewards, and now we can close this part. And we have one last 6.15 to complete. And then we have the story. I'm not focusing on the story this time, I'm focusing on advice on how to complete it. You can enjoy the story yourself. So... yeah, there is a devil. First I referred to him as demon, but he's a devil actually. So devil is the one that teleports. Demon is a defensive unit. And good question if we lose any units at all. We lost a lot of health, but all units survived because the defensive units entertained the damage dealers and everyone else. So look at this. Here the most important thing is damage taken. And in this case this is a defensive unit, and this one is another defensive unit. And they took basically more than 75% of the damage. And the rest of the damage was distributed among the others. But if you check damage taken, it's always important that the defensive units are exercised. Okay, we're done. usually the programming error, so if I could give one feedback, it's this: don't force me to go to the next item. I can play the tutorial when I want to, ideally, not here, or not tutorial these stories, but I want to go back and pick up the rewards first. That's the objective. Also these, don't forget the diamonds. So we're gonna advance to chapter 7 just to see if we're good enough. I don't know. We have 16 more energy. It should be okay. We'll focus on the defender this time. Yeah, this SSR unit, this behemoth, is very good. Unfortunately, we're not focusing on the defenders, but we have a strong enough spell. That's good. It just takes time until we get the spell. That's why we need that artifact. Remember, I showed you that well artifact to get the mana points as fast as possible to start the blizzard. Okay, what is it? Thank you for chasing... What skeletons? I chased away skeletons. Some Kuklov's friend. Cave northeast. There is a Kuklov's friend in the northeast. I guess we just have to click on the Kuklov's friend and either defeat him or collect him. There is also an angel here, but it will... This will play a role sometime later. I think we have one last option to battle, and maybe one more if we wait a bit, but it's not that important. I think we'll win. I think it's gonna be borderline whether we're gonna lose more than 2 units, but the risk is worth taking. We won't lose much, and okay, this is gonna be an easy battle this time.
We will take back Skedwick.
Good. It was a gamble, but sometimes these gambles are worth because our units are quite balanced in terms of attack, defense, damage dealing and spellcasting. They are not that synergic, but they are balanced. Okay, we gather whatever we can. And we'll call it a day here. So we'll go back to the guild adventure first. Oops. Let me see. We have only 40 energy, so we'll explore whatever is nearby. We also collect the scrolls. It's important to claim these scrolls. Remember, we need 3,000 of them. And we check out what kind of monster we have. Oh yeah, nothing. Okay, that's it for the guild adventure. We can still check out the guild itself to see if we got any new rewards to get, and yes, we do, because it's 9 PM. Usually at 9 PM you have these rewards opened, so collect them, claim whatever you can. Daily rewards are not active. I think we cannot donate at the moment. Donation was already done for the day. And just check out the mail. And here in the marketplace spend something. Let's see what we can buy. Whatever is to be had for gold, we should purchase it. Especially the spell scrolls, those are the most important ones. And let's see the missions. We still, at least I will spend 300 diamonds to get the experience. This 100 experience won't help much. It's more than nothing. It won't help much. It seems like my recruitment message got overturned. So I'll move it back to the top. So let's see. Recruit. And now mine is on the top. I don't really want to do much with these messages, because worst case they start raiding us. But you can see that the reason why these people joined is that they are not on level 25 yet. And they don't have an alternative, they choose us. This will backfire a bit because everyone wants the best guild, right? And we're not the best guild at the moment, just check out the rankings. We're number 30 in terms of overall strength. We're gonna get better. But in the guild, you see that we're the third best guild. Currently. We cannot compete with number 1. I think that we're hurting our chances. I should have been a part of the best guild in the walkthrough, but this time we'll work with what we have. So let's go back to the marketplace and let's check out what else there is. So casting crystal is an option, and other than that I cannot really buy anything. Wish I could, but nothing else makes sense. You can also check the roster just in case there was anything open. We're not even on level 4. So on level 4 we could have gone for the double Astro Silver at least to gain some strength. But you see, I'm not competing at all costs to have the maximum rating for just the first week. Although tomorrow you're up for a surprise, so stay tuned of what kind of event will be unlocked. But I'm not competing at all costs to have the best rating for week 1. I'm not maximizing this. Most likely we won't finish in the top 10. But we will maximize our rewards here. 22nd Paladin. This is what I'm focusing on at the moment. And obviously, if we get some good units, so be it. This is not one of them, this is just part of them. We always have 1 to 1.5% chance. Wish I could see this, but the chances are relatively low. We will purchase all the silvers as well, silver cube resources, and we're getting yet another imp. Let's try again. And we have 2 more. We're getting better resources as well each time we level up in the campaign. So then, we could slightly upgrade ourselves. This is the strongest unit we have, so let's take good care of it. $7,800 already. We cannot level him up, we cannot rank him up, we cannot do much. This is the second strongest unit. And we cannot take him to level 2 either, at the moment. Ranking the 4th strongest unit. And I think we can have a second star. Yeah, there you go. Star number 2. And we have some more rank up events. And that's all. We're getting there. I think we're still very unlucky, but we're getting there. And this means that the roster is leveling up. Good. So, to complete the day, let's decide on what we spend on. Optimal spending would be just casting crystal, but as I said, we're gonna go for a suboptimal solution. A suboptimal spending, I mean, by default I never spend on units. Like crystals for regular units, it doesn't make sense unless they are SSR or above. 3 GOG won't make a difference. I'm just saying that if you compete in the first week's event, in that case it might be useful. But if you just want to spend 200 diamonds why not get an artifact? Ring of Life. You know, we need 19 more to get an orange artifact. Orange artifact is very strong. Ring of Life is not very strong, but at least we can do something here. And this also means that we unlock this artifact, so something good is gonna happen now. Look at this, we get the Ring of Power, we activate. And now, health of all units increase by 6%. This is a big deal. This is a really big deal. All together. So unit health 1% initially. So we're up to 57k in strength and we can claim the 100 XP. This is what we were looking for on day 2. So on day 2 we're already on level 30. In the store there is nothing new. For events we might get something, but we really don't have any options. And what else can we visit? This one, nothing. This is a paid offer. And this is the most important one. We'll see how we advance. And we get more and more souls for this paladin. That's what we focus on. In the Colossus, in the arena, we're on 438 and we can choose to get some rewards as well. What kind of rewards? We can choose between different types of rewards. Because we reached 507 and we have the currency for it. Now what we find, maybe I'll exchange it for this one. Eventually I'll exchange for all the rewards, but initially this is just some small update and we still have 875, so we can go for another reward. I just go from top down at the moment. 750 in exchange for this, 200 diamond, 6 silver key. And maybe the 6 silver key is gonna do something, because I just get 10 more. Maybe we get a new unit and it's gonna be good tomorrow for the crypt. But no, we didn't. And units don't have to be updated either. So all I'm gonna do is I'll just spend this remaining 7 energy on clearing one last stage. To really maximize the utility. 46 versus 57, we have to figure something out to level up. But the more levels we complete, the more resources we can choose from to level up. Even if it's a 1-star completion, even then it's good enough. Now it's not optimal that the defensive unit is going forward, but we made it. Things are gonna get increasingly tricky. And I wanted to reach level 31, it's not easy, but I didn't. What is this quick off? Maybe we'll do one more battle. 46k once again. Just for ranged units, it's gonna be a straightforward battle. We're maxing out everything for the day.
For a rapier.
Okay, and we get the archers or marksmen as well. This may do something for us. Who knows? No, actually the units didn't really change. And in fact this marksman is quite weak. So yeah, we can rank him up fine, but it doesn't make a lot of difference. Or does it? because the marksman is now 9th and is the same faction as the griffin, cavalier, swordsman, so that's the 4th one. And there is the monk, that's the 5th one, so 9th and 10th. So maybe if we focus on them we can get some more synergy, but the problem is that the storm elemental is a good damage dealer, the Gog is a good damage dealer, so it's a tough choice. Regardless, we register the new unit. By this time we should have been on level 4, so as I said, we're not the luckiest. Okay. Yeah, by the way, you will see a lot of Cyrillic because, once again, in Poland, in Russia and in some other Eastern European or West Asian, but rather Eastern European countries, Heroes of Might and Magic was very, very popular. King's Bounty was very popular in the 90s as well, early 90s. So that's why you see this. They are supposed to be good. And this is why I think that odds are against me, because EU servers are supposed to be stronger in general. But who doesn't like a challenge? So we've purchased everything and we can check the heroes just in case we could spend anything. Quite unlikely because we haven't leveled up. So next time, tomorrow, we're gonna focus on the following: completing some levels in the main story, or leveling up as a hero, completing the main story, completing some underground levels, upgrading units, that's automatic, increasing unit rank, that's automatic too. For that we need to complete levels, so everything is connected. And now the spell scrolls, we have to spend as many spell scrolls as possible. Hero mastery, you see, these are the refreshments. That's why I was deciding between, or I was hesitating between which item to pick, because the Ancient Temporal Scroll gives you a hero mastery refresh. And you need 200 in total. The good news is that you can also spend diamonds on it. And if we spend 300 diamonds in the first weeks to level up fast, in that case that's not the end of the world. After all, our job is to get this paladin relatively fast. But I wouldn't really spend a lot more than 300 diamonds a day on it, because I can get paladin souls basically for free just by playing the game, like one a day. So sooner or later I would complete the paladin anyway. But we need the diamonds for higher level units than the paladin. That's the trade-off. That's why, okay, I demoed this astrologer, how we can get artifacts. Tomorrow we will see a lot more because we're gonna win some of these stones for free. But this is not a typical spend that I would make. In fact, if you spend this just once a week, you go to the roster, treasure store, worth repeating, level 4, and you have a 25% discount. But it's not an optimal usage of diamonds either. So don't spend diamonds just because you have a mission. Now I'm spending diamonds to see how fast I can level up. Level 30 without spending anything is not bad at all. So you see that we're 27th at the moment because of this artifact spend. And I think that if I spent all my diamonds, I could get to top 10. I could get to top 10 right now. Maybe with a bit of luck, even better. And you see, like, top 10, they are also level 30. So they are not doing much or many things better than I do. In fact, if you want to reward the developers with like $10, $20, $30, or 50 for that matter, you can choose the proper level ups at the very beginning and you'll maximize their utility. So you see level 30, some are level 31, some are level 29. we're in the same ballpark more or less. But some of them get significantly stronger units, like this Shark Trainer. This is a very strong unit. Okay, that's it for today. We'll continue tomorrow.